Hello, and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com, where we teach you the elements of criminal law. Hello to my teens, those who are 13 to 17. How are you doing today? We're on lesson number 21, and we're moving right along. As I promised, the beginning it was a little rough because the tapes were a little long, but it's necessary, okay? Because laws do not change overnight. A lot of these laws right here are not changing. The penalties define that. If anything, they're getting worse. These are the 100 most repeatedly laws broken in America. Historical laws, just the same thing like stealing and rape, been going on for centuries. Profanity, just look down the list. It's on the video. Vandalism, gangs, they've been around. Bonnie and Clyde, and smuggling, passing bad checks, stealing the bank's money, stealing America's money. Oh, these things been around. And we don't want another pile of people to begin breaking the law because everybody else is. No. People are getting very tired and very serious about people don't care. And it's okay to break the law. It was never okay, and it's not okay. And trust me, it's all coming down, and sentences are going to get harder, and they're building more prisons. And if you want a seat, you want a number, you want a room, you go right ahead and break these laws that we're teaching people not to. Understand? Okay, let's move into our lesson because America's a wonderful place. And enjoy it. Grow with it. That's what people want to do. Folk getting tired of this mess. Man, what they get? I heard one kid say, man, why they getting tired of it now? I just turned 17. What? What? He want to break the law? Wait a minute now. Come on now. I said now, who was in earshot of this young man were a few of those who he knew laughed and giggled with him, where he called his flunkies. Now, you going to be somebody's flunky? Y'all don't understand something. People that you're friends sometimes, they get into these little groups and stuff, they call you a flunky, a sucker, a chump, a follower. That's my boy. What are you talking about, your boy? Well, every leader has to have a follower. Don't be nobody's follower. Well, everybody should walk alone. If you don't know how to be friends and treat each other right and don't set each other up to be one day locked away, that's what a lot of teens do. A lot of adults do it too, but more so teenagers. They teach each other how to follow you right down a path that get you 10, 20 years. And they're willing, the court systems are willing to put teens away till you come out in your 30s and your 40s and you done had enough butt whoopings in prison to teach you don't mess around in America. We got enough problems as is. We got wars. We got rumors of wars. We got people like 9/11 trying to bomb the place. We don't need nobody else acting crazy. When you were not raised, nobody is raised or born to break the law. How do you know? Not unless you know them. So guess what? You're going to know them. Not according to what you hear on TV. No. The real stuff that freaks people out. What did they say? That's right. And people don't like people in prison. So don't go. And yes, you can be charged as an adult. Believe you me, you commit an adult crime. All right, let's learn. Get your pencils out. And some words that you don't know. Let's get serious about this thing. Y'all gonna get your diploma. And be happy. And just go, nah, man, I ain't doing that, man. Did you hear how many years? What's somebody gonna say, so what? They playing Russian roulette with your life. And how you gonna let them do that? Sometimes, it's a little rough in the city, but when I was growing up, They took one on the jaw, but still, I'm not going to go there. I'm not doing it. I'm not robbing the place. I'm not robbing an old lady. I'm not snatching any purses. What's up? Wow. Can somebody say no to you? And that's the very person you need to stay away from. Or you need to allow people to say no. Okay. Well, I'll go find somebody else. Right. What kind of mental illness is that person suffering from? Because more than likely, who wants to put themselves in a box for years? And I read to you guys the minutes, the hours, and the months you will remain there. You're not getting out. And if they don't want you to have any visitations, you're not getting that for a few years. So through your trial, everybody visiting, everybody allowed to see. But I'm going to tell you this much. After the trial, it's over. Did you hear me? It's over. And it'll take an act of Congress to see you, if they allow it. Because the warden don't have to allow anything, and neither does the board. And you got to earn everything you do. Earn your toothpaste, earn everything. They ain't going to give it to you. You can sit up there and cry. And if you want to commit suicide, guess what they're going to do? Put you in a padded cell. Ask somebody. Just look on the internet at pictures and see if you see yourself there. Don't see yourself there. We didn't grow up with the internet. Don't see yourself there. See yourself and envision yourself somewhere else. Envision yourself somewhere else. Help your friends to understand. Love one another. You're going to grow old together. That's your generation. Okay? But trust me, people ain't sliding out these days. Folk going in. Okay? And happy to put you in. Because that's one less headache that the adult world has to deal with. We got enough adults and people, serial killers, rapists. We got enough. We don't need no more of these. Misdemeanors and felonies, it matters not. Don't even litter. Just calm down, chill out, get your work done. Okay, your homework done. Keep your room clean. Don't aggravate nobody. Just learn how to get along. That's the biggest thing. Don't rub nobody wrong. But they rub me wrong. Hey, let go. Be cool. See, I was a teenager. I was cool. Okay, fuck that girl. Hey, how you doing? What you need, Mom? Oh, Lisa, you're so wonderful. You know I'm trying. I played some sports. Did my thing. I didn't want her to worry because I knew. You know what? I don't want my mom to worry. I'm not trying to get her caught up. These people didn't birth me. My friends didn't birth me. Then after a while, they started saying, I don't want my mom to worry. You're right. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I seen enough of you today. All through school. Why you want to spend all your free time with them and you in school with them? And oh, no. Find somebody else good. Okay? Spread your love around. Okay, listen. What are elements? What are elements? Okay, try to think. I'll give you a moment. Start with a snowball. What are elements? What makes up a snowball? Now, work it backwards. Now, put it in the eyes of the law. What makes up elements? What are they? They are these what? If you said X, you are right. How many does it take that the police officers see or somebody files a complaint and the detectives got to come out and arrest you? And you're right. If you said 3, you are right. You're on your way. And it's easy. All right, let's get on with our today's lesson. And lesson number 21. That says the elements making up the crime of justified homicide. Now, you say, well, is that a crime when you're protecting yourself? Well, until the detectives figure out what then happened. Sure enough, wait a minute. You may be initially charged, but once they find out every little thing that went on, and you don't need to run your mouth, just hush. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be held against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney, and your attorney gonna advise you be quiet. And like I'm advising you, some gonna shut up. The evidence will speak for itself, and trust me, they're looking under every rock, especially if you're a youth. But the best thing is join the Boy Scout, Girl Scout, do something. Okay, don't ever find yourself in a position where you have to defend yourself. You're too young. What, you got trail enemies? Don't make none. Then if you get rid of all your enemies, guess what? Only thing you got to worry about is an attack from a stranger. But don't worry about an attack from a stranger and enemies and the law coming at you. You got too much going on. All right, chill. Put that off your shoulders. What is justified homicide? It says the killing of one person, not a bunch of them. Now, that's not justified homicide. One. You and them. You and them. Killing one person by another. Number 3. That is committed. And number 4. Without malice or criminal intent. Look up your words. Please do. Justified homicide can also involve one person killing another for the purpose of self-defense. And it better be self-defense. Nothing that looks like self-defense, it better be self-defense. Now, there are some good people out here in this world that can fight. They have karate, judo, jiu-jitsu. They got it all. And will snap. You don't know who they are. There's some people come up behind you and just, and your lights are out. Party over. And they're so cool about it. Everybody getting good about their stuff. And that's a good thing. Because people don't want to be bullied anymore. Alright? You cannot, there are laws that say if you pick a fight and you lose that fight, you can't come out and cry about it. You just got your butt whooped. If you bring a gun to the party and you start your mess and you get shot, how in the world do you claim that as justified homicide? If you starting the mess. But that is not justified homicide. Okay? Listen, it says, if a person reasonably believes that he or she is in imminent danger, immediate danger, look up your words, immediate, boom, in a twinkling, right there. Okay? It's very difficult for the mind to grasp what's going on. You don't have time to think. All right? Of losing their life or suffering great bodily harm at the hands of another person. Any self-defense that results in the death may be considered justifiable homicide. Let me give you an example. Some guy comes up behind you, if you're a woman, and takes you by the neck. All right? And for some reason, you get an adrenaline dump. And you make a move on him, and his head hits the ground, he dead. Oh, well. They can claim, well, he was just playing. Hey, you don't play like that. You don't play. That's what Americans do too much of. Playing and joking around. And then they go, oh, I was joking, I was kidding. No. You'll be dead by then. So if you go around picking fights, you better watch it. Zimmerman, you better watch it. Not everything gonna turn out your way. So everybody just needs to leave everybody alone, and then we don't need a thing called justified homicide. Stop picking on each other, America. That's all. We get a lot of those calls at the police department. 911 is just clogging up the system. Is this really a crime? So much is going on. Like I keep stressing, serial killers are out here. There are enough people with mental illnesses out here who are committing crimes. We don't need our sane people, our peaceful people, our intelligent people mocking those who have mental illnesses, those who are into serial killing. You don't know. We don't need it. And yet people are acting like they are crazy and they're not. Insane and they're not. And when you sober up, they're going to find out that you're not. Then what you going to do? You going in. But if it's truly justified homicide, more than likely, okay, no time is served. But in the meantime, if you can't afford an attorney until they get this cleared up, you're going to be locked up. No matter what. Everybody always claiming, man, I did it out of self-defense. Hey, you ain't got to start talking. We'll figure it out. Let the police ask the questions. Let the detectives come in and ask the questions. They know what to do. They've been handling this thing for quite some time. And if you don't trust them, guess what? My advice was to never have come anywhere near these laws. Go somewhere in a classroom and sit down. Well, how they gonna know your fear of a person way over there? That's not imminent. Look up your words. That's not imminent. You understand? Your fear of a person coming down the hall or a few feet away is not imminent. No. Immediate, right here, present. You're in a fight for your life. Fear does not give you the permission. So go lift some weights. Go do some kung fu. Get rid of your fear. Because this right here is nothing to play with. Yes, you have a right to defend yourself, but you better know that those people on the other side, they're going to fight just as hard to make sure that this doesn't come across as a justified homicide. Oh, they're getting good now. People starting to read. They're getting the best attorneys. They're willing to put up the house and everything to see whoever is into this justified harm. Everybody always want to justify. No, it doesn't work that way. That's like trying to make a claim of insanity plea. Trust me. Don't listen to everything everybody's saying, guys. 13 and 17. Don't listen to everything. Because some of that stuff don't pan out. Read your book. Stay tight to your book. Okay. 0 days upward to 0 years for this crime. Penalty for justified homicide. Damages may occur in the cure now. Hold on. 0 for the crime. And yes, there may be some cost to court. But trust me, by the time they start suing you for responsibility, damages, because you took a life, that's a lot of money. Now, what's a life worth? Okay, there is compensatory damages. Oh, there's a whole lot of the damages they can get you for. All right, what would that person have been? What got you to it in the first place? But you took a life. And like, but I was, on the criminal side, you are not charged with anything. But over here on the civil side, oh, you forgot. See, that's why let me help you. There are two sides. There's the criminal and there's the civil. You can win on the criminal side and not have served any time. But you could be liable. And because of that, you may have to pay millions of dollars. Now, you got that kind of money, you want to get entangled in that, because you will be a very unhappy person when you get that final piece of paper and go, guilty. Or you will have to pay this family for the taking of a life. Even though it was justified, I understand. Everybody go, oh, I understand. And they say, $14 million, you will choke. They're going up in the millions. They don't care about them little penny any hundreds of thousands. Because what is the life worth? What would your life be worth? What was your mother's life be worth, or your father's, or your favorite best friend? People care more about dogs than they care about people. Stop it. It's so silly. Be more mature. Please be a mature teen. Okay? Then you'll turn into a mature adult. Let me finish up here. It says a conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes, which will increase or double one sentence. No, you will not be charged for a justified homicide. I can't say it any louder, and I can't make it any clearer. All right? Retired Officer Burnett said, look at your book and keep that. Lesson number 21. But you better know what you know. Because if it's anything other than a justified homicide, you gonna get it. It could be first-degree murder. And I think we're discussing over 24 murders. Taking of a life. No, it just can't happen. Every homicide can't be justified. If there's a history, who's to say? If you acted so bold that you walk right in the middle, are you not bringing something upon you? You can set a person up to make it be a justified homicide. We're going to look into that. People are slick. That's why I'm speaking in the manner in which I'm speaking. You must not be so crafty to set a person up. No. The law will be looking from every and through every little microscope and everything under every rock. That's not a freebie. Most times, justified homicide, let's say it's somebody breaking into your home. It's somebody trying to rape you. Even a man can be raped by another man. Yes. Okay? Somebody trying to come at you and they run into you with a knife. Okay? Or you clip them and you just go to wailing off and taking their head and you can't stop because you in it to save your life. But a lot of times people try to come across, how long y'all know each other? Oh, 30 years, 20 years, 5 years. Well, they got to look into that. Y'all got history. Did you want this person dead? How did it get started? How long has been going on? Where did this happen? They're going to ask the who, what, when, where, how, why, and which on every turn before they give you a pass called a justified homicide. Let's take the test. Okay, I think you understand that now. You can't set folk up and then kill them. We are smart. If look, just look at TV. So much smarter than that. Okay? So much wiser. When detectives get finished with the initial case, there is a team that looks so many different sets of eyes if they don't send it to somewhere else to be examined. The FBI, before you get something like justified homicide, believe you me, trust me, ain't gonna be just one person making that decision. And then it has to go through a court. Through the entire process, attorneys got to look at it and they be looking at it real hard. Jimmy, I don't know. Let's question this. And if they don't see it and it ain't clear cut, you going to trial. And you going to pay. Your parents going to pay somebody or your future is going to pay. They come get your Social Security check and anything else, future earnings, just they will. People not playing that no more. People love their family. They love their friends. So everybody get to loving, all right? And nobody start anything. And then we won't have something like this. All right? So let's move on to lesson. Now, I know I'm right. Can I hear it? Now, I know I'm right. Lesson number 22 on proxy murder. Another ugly thing. He said, boy, y'all really are talking about a whole lot of crime. Yes. Like I said, don't go on the internet and type in there, for example, justified homicide. It may give you this visual that you can see, an adjective to describe it, but that's not the law. I'm reading to you what a judge will read to you out loud, so you better understand it. All right? Look, If you could just take a moment and plan your life out, it'd be so much better. Plan it out. Don't live life. Just plan it out. And I'm going to tell you this much. If something does happen and you get entangled in something, it better be more borderline that you were protecting yourself as opposed to you were the one doing it. If you map your life out and you could put all these 100 laws on a piece of paper, right? Just take them and put them on the wall, do the stripping. How do you get around all this stuff? I'm going to tell you how. You would go around, if you put it on a wall, you go around the borders and don't even go nowhere near these 100 most repeatedly broken laws. Just try. Because I'm going over a lot of things. Gang banging, drug use, all that. If you just go on the outside of all the mess, and maybe later on, we might have a few. It won't be so crowded in the middle. And if we got rid of lynching, can we not get rid of some of these as well? It's common sense. Don't y'all want a nice place? And I'm trying my best. Help me out. Help me out. Okay, guys? Help me out. All right? I promise to do my best. I'll give y'all bumper stickers. And we're going to have baseball cap. We're going to do it all. We're going to try to take it to the top. Okay? People say, oh, she's saving them. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to spread my wealth and my love. What you talking about? I want to see everybody happy. But it first starts with being fair. And everyone must know the law. Just like police officers do. So you never think that we're against you guys, because we're not. It's just that there's some things we know and some things you don't. I wanted to be a teacher once upon a time, so why not now? Okay? Look, let's move forward. Okay? Take the test. Pass it. I know you will. Let's move to lesson number 22. All right? It's real simple. We can really speed this thing up here. America's a nice place. The world's a beautiful place. There's a lot of things to see. You can take pictures, show your friends. Try to find some happiness if you're not happy. Try. There's so much to say to you guys, and I'm going to say it. All right, there you go. That's an 800-pound gorilla. Stay away from what? Trying to justify you had to take somebody's life. Bye.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down. The weight of what I say depends on how you feel, but I don't